I'm life and business coach Samantha Sifring, and this is the Online Business Building Mamas podcast, where you learn how to build a wildly successful business from home while raising kids. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today, we are talking about something that I call niche entitlement. And it's something that I see generally in the online business space. And the reason that I wanted to do a podcast on it is because I think niche entitlement is standing in the way of many of you making the money that you want to make. Particularly if you're in that phase of business where you are just starting out and you have either made no money or just like a little teeny tiny bit of money and have really struggled to sign more clients. So let's talk about what this is. Niche entitlement is when there is something about your business, your niche, your type of business, the offer that you have, the ideal client that you want to work with, something about that you feel entitled to it working. So you feel entitled to this niche being the way that you hit your goals, this business being the way that you make that money, this offer being the way that you make that money, these people being the ones that lead to you having a successful business. And I get it. I want to have a lot of compassion for you because a lot of us have been here in our businesses. This is like when I started my business and I felt very firm that the way that I was going to build my life coaching business was by selling courses. And like people are going to go crazy about these courses and it was going to be amazing. I was going to make thousands of dollars a month selling these courses for life coaching. And I put them out into the world and people did not buy them. Now, I very quickly learned from this, hey, there's some things that I need to figure out. And I was willing to make changes in my business when I got that feedback. And this podcast episode is essentially me selling you on being willing to be humble about that, being willing to be wrong, being willing to make changes that are really in the best interest of your goals. And we're going to talk about that on this episode. So there is something about your business, something about your niche that you may feel entitled to it working. You may feel entitled to that being the way that you build your success. This shows a fundamental lack of understanding for how markets work, for how business works, how economics works, how the world works. The best way to have a really successful business is to offer something that other people really want. And that they really want to the extent that they will pay to have it. And they'll pay to get it from you. And they really believe that you're the person, the best person for them to work with on whatever that thing is. So there's so many different types of businesses and so many different types of niches that listen to this podcast. This can take a lot of different forms, but I would say the way to describe it that really fits all of you is that I think you're all in some way solving a problem, and you need to solve a problem that people want to pay to solve. And sometimes we put an offer out and we discover, I thought that this was a problem people wanted to pay money to solve, but maybe it isn't. Or maybe I am not the person that they believe is going to help them solve it. And you can work on your thoughts and work on your copy and all of those things. I teach all of those things in Mama to CEO. But sometimes, may I recommend that you may want to take the path of least resistance and offer something that has demand in the marketplace that will make making money be very easy for you. So wrapped up in this is the belief that a lot of you have, that many people in the world have, that making money is really hard. A lot of you really believe that making money is hard. So then when you go into your business and making money is hard, you're like, yeah, see, making money is hard. And it makes you frustrated and it makes you doubt yourself, but it confirms the belief that you have that making money is hard. The reason that I'm putting out this podcast and that I have this whole philosophy and perspective around niche entitlement is that I believe that making money can be very easy. When you are offering something to somebody that they really want and they're really compelled to pay money for it and they know that you exist, that money exchange, that value exchange is so easy. It's so easy. You have the thing that they want and they have money and you just trade. It's truly that simple. I've had so many clients who have started a business, like being a virtual assistant, and they have literally just reached out to everybody that they knew and said, hey, I'm a virtual assistant now. These are the things that I do. This is how I can help. Do you or somebody else that you know need any of these services? I would really appreciate an introduction, or I'd be happy to hop on a call with you to chat about it. People have signed clients from that, you guys, from doing that one time. So I know that you can do that too. I know that it can be that simple. It can really be easy for you to make money if you are not locked into it having to be a certain way. Now, I know for a lot of you, this may be hard news. You may be very locked into it being a certain way. And so, first of all, I want you to know that I have a lot of compassion for you, for sure. And I want you to just really question this. What is more important to you? Is it making money? Is it reaching the money goals, the financial goals, revenue goals that you have for yourself and for your business? Or is it having this niche and this business? For any of you who feel like you're really struggling. Now, there's going to be some of you who have made like a lot of money in your business and you're in a rough patch where you are feeling just a little down, because that happens to all of us. And you will hear this and you'll be like, oh no, I need to change my business. No. If that is you, you don't need to change your business. Throw that idea in the garbage. This is not for you. If you have proof of concept, like if you've made like $10,000 or more, $20,000 or more in your business, this is not you that I am talking to. I'm talking to those of you who have maybe signed one client for like one thing. You've struggled to sign more. Maybe you've signed a couple clients, but like you've really struggled to get traction. And maybe you've signed no clients at all. And you've been at this for a while and you've struggled to get traction. I want to offer that you just question this. What is more important to me? Is it making that money, or is it making the money in this particular way? Many of us entrepreneurs start out with other businesses. I'm sure a lot of you have heard my story. I had an Etsy shop where I sewed little bags and hair ties and sold them online. I was part of a network marketing business. I've done all kinds of little things before I started this coaching business. There were many, many failed businesses along the way. And I shouldn't even say failed. I don't even feel like they were failed. They were things that I tried that then I discovered this isn't my business. I don't even feel like I failed at them. I feel like I got exactly what I needed from them to take my next right step. So some of you listening may be in a business that is pointing you towards your next right step versus being your end destination. So I want to just offer that to you. I want you to just notice if this has felt like an upward climb, if this has felt so hard, if you have struggled to make the money that you want to make. I want to offer that it's okay to take the path of least resistance. It's okay to find a way for this to be easier, for you to make money being easier, in an easier way. I think the path of least resistance is the best way to make money. So, no matter what that might be having a broader niche. That might be going from being a super specific niche down life coach to being a general life coach. That might be going from trying to be a business coach, but your business is struggling and that's really freaking hard to sell. Business coaching. If you are struggling as a business coach, going from that to being a life coach, or going from that to being a marketing consultant. Maybe that is shifting into being a virtual assistant. I'm always going to be here selling everybody on becoming a virtual assistant or a virtual personal assistant. There is so much demand for that. Seriously. And you can make really, really good money at it. You should listen to the podcast episode I did with my client, Christina Craven. We talk all about becoming a VA. So I just want you to know, if it is hard, this could be what's going on. It could be niche entitlement, and it doesn't have to be hard. It can be so much easier. In Mama to CEO, there is a module completely about knowing if your niche is profitable and successful, if it has potential to become profitable and successful. I help you with that. I help you get started on being a VA or having a more general niche and being able to market that. I redirect a lot of my clients towards the path of least resistance. Basically, whenever it's hard for them, I'm like, hey, look, here's this path. It's really easy over there. Let's go there. So I can help you too. I am all about helping you make the money that you want to make. I am way less committed to the niche or to the business. I am all about helping you figure out what is your path to making money. So if you are struggling and you want that, hop over to Mama to CEO. I will help you figure out your thing. We've had a few people in there with a little business identity crisis, and it always ends up amazing when you go to the path of least resistance. All right, I will see you all back here again next week. If you like this podcast, I want to invite you to coach with me over in my program, Mama to CEO. There's you, and there's the consistent income you want to make in your business, and I help you remove everything standing in between. It's lifetime access for mastering your marketing, sales, time, and everything else you need to have the business and life you really want. Whether it's making your first 1,000 or 100,000, I can help you do it. To join, go to mamatoceo.com. MAMATOCEO.com.